Hello guys, welcome to Politics and Governance again. As usual, I'm Dara, but today we are having
Kashokwe.
Alright, so I'm having Kashokwe here with me. We as young people, we want to ask ourselves really, is the young generation of Nigeria, are they prospect for leadership? Is there any prospects for good leadership coming from the young generation that we have right now? Do you think that the young guys can deliver, or do you think the young guys are ready to deliver? And so what are your thoughts?
Alright, I want to believe by referring to the young guys or the young generation, you mean those that are relatively younger than the past leaders we've had in Nigeria.
Of course, definitely.
And of course, if you hear from their points or what they have to deliver, you discover that relatively they have content.
All right.
You get those guys are.
Sorry, you're saying young people have content.
Content.
All right.
Yeah, they are learned.
Okay.
But now, on the other hand, it's not really the content that makes you occupy a public office in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because majority of the guys that would determine who wins are politically illiterate. You get?
Oh.
They are not politically inclined. So now it's not about what you have inside of you, but the way you can manipulate to get into office. That's the way it is in Nigeria.
Okay, so you're saying that young people don't have that cunning way or manipulative way of handling Nigeria elections. And so basically, so what do you think? How do we go about it?
All right.
But there's no hope for us.
No, obviously there is hope. Probably it may not be something instant now. Just now, because if you look at it, the way the political system is now is this. Talking or referring to the goons, in quote, the leaders that we've had. Yeah, the Jagabans. Thanks for that.
Right.
All right. You discover that they have a political career. They have an history in politics. Okay. Spanning back to years. Yeah. But now, if you look at it, these guys just coming up, wanting to occupy a post, and of course not coming through the APC, the PDP, those guys, but now they want to form a different political party, of course, which most people don't know about.
Okay. Let me just cut you. You see that there's a coalition forming, and you see a man from another party said he's not joining because one of the things you pointed out was the fact that young people we don't know how to play the manipulative game and the corny political igiagas, and so he's not. Don't you think because we don't want to taint our values, that's why we're separating? Or you're saying that if we separate from these guys or a coalition with these guys the way forward, is a separation possible? I mean, we separating and then making good leaders, or we have to join these big parties for us to be able to make headway in Nigerian leadership? All
right. Separation and coalition, I believe it depends on from where you are looking at it. All because right. If you see, separation, you may feel, you don't want to taint your values and all those you get, and you don't want to join them, although they say if you can't beat them, join them. But right. I don't believe that statement is true, you get, in getting a better country of what we. All right, now, but if you look at it really, talking about sponsorship and all those, and of course, if you ask even babies of today that tell me the parties in Nigeria, you get, they will tell you APC and PDP, you get. So, and of course, like I said earlier, majority of the people that will determine the votes are like politically illiterate. So now, if you look at it really, it would have been an easy thing if there was a political party that sponsors or that can sponsor the young ones, you get, not in a manipulative way though, you get, but now that can sponsor them to have a better Nigeria. It would have been better. But now, if we join or have a coalition with them, those ruling controlling the parties, they would never, you get, because they know with your values, if you get there, you won't do anything that will favor them. Okay. They will never allow you to get there.
All right. And so, let's edit it today. If I pick from what you said, one of the problems we are having is that young guys, we don't have the grassroots experience. Yeah. What I mean by that, we don't have antecedents in political offices, and so it means that the young one out there try to look for avenues. And also, if you know that this is your value, definitely don't change your values because you want to get an avenue. And so stay with your party. And like he also said, no matter what it takes, it might take a while, it might take a long time. But from what I learned from today is that young people have the ability, but the only problem we are having is the platform. And so every young one out there, please and please stop criticizing the young ones trying to run for power. Support them. So this is what we're having for today. I want to say a big thank you for coming. We will see you again another time.
Hopefully.
Alright, bye guys.
Alright, thanks.